Welcome to Quilt Chat. I'm Donna Holmes and I am with
Donna Robertson.
You know, Donna, I have had some questions come across from some of our customers about, are you ready for this? Mitered corners.
Oh my gosh, I remember the first miter corner that I did. I was a little nerve-wracked. First of all, we do a single fold binding, so I'm going to be using that. But the same principles will work with a double fold binding. The first thing about doing a mitered corner like this is making sure you get a scant 1/4 inch, and I use a 1/4 inch foot to do that. You have to sew down to the end, and here's where it gets just a little tricky if you don't have this tip. I found out just a few weeks ago, Teresa came in and explained to me that this little notch is where you're supposed to stop when you're sewing. So you're sewing along and you want to stop sewing just as you reach that notch. So you'll need to pay attention to that, but once you do that, you will have the perfect scant 1/4 inch underneath. I do a back tack. I take it out from under the machine. You fold it back like this, and you want the piece to now be perfectly even down here on the end. I will do this like so. I put a pin here just to hold this into place. I'm going to be removing that pin. Then I fold this back and it's even over here. This pin is underneath, and you take another pin and pin it here, and this will hold that into place. Take this pin out, shift it ever so slightly to make sure this is lined up. Put your pin down here. Now you're going to start sewing right at the end, and you're going to do the scant 1/4 inch again all along here. You're going to turn this as you're sewing. You will have this going that direction, and on the back side you want to pull it this way. And I put a clippy down here. I finger press it, and then I pull this down like so. And see how that's just matching up just perfectly right here? Hand stitching down all the way to the seam line. You then stop and sew this just like this, going back the other direction. So that's the simplicity of that, and using this great 1/4 inch foot and remembering the notch. So it's Donna Robertson and
Donna Holmes. Thank you for joining us for Quilt Chat.